USAA is made for the safe pilots. For Mac, who can come to a stop with barely a bobble. Lucia, who announces her intentions even if no one's there. And Sergeant Moore, who leaves room for her room. With USAA Safe Pilot, when you drive safe, you can save up to 30% on your auto insurance. Get a quote and start saving. USAA, what you're made of, we're made for.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Go-Kart All-Star shoppers get groceries just for you. They shop, you save.
This week, save on certified Angus beef New York strip steak, locally grown sweet corn, Red Baron pizza, and more.
Value every day, Food City.
I made straight A's. I was a cheerleader. I had a decent growing up. I feel like it was just out drinking with friends, and then it turned from drinking to smoking weed, then doing pills. It just progressed. And I just said enough was enough, and I didn't want to live that life anymore. There's hope for everyone. Today, I can be an employee, I can be a mother, I can be a genuine person today. All those things I couldn't be before.
There is hope. There is help. Frontier Behavioral Health.
Tune in Thursday nights at 7 on WYMT for Hill Country Carnival.
It's time for the Hill Country Carnival Show.
Go to ElliottHeatingCooling.com and find ways to save on your power bill.
Coming up here on Mountain News this morning, a new resource center prepares to open in one Eastern Kentucky county, providing assistance to families in need. And an Eastern Kentucky farmers market teams up with the settlement school to give back to the community with fresh food and a day of fun.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Well, good morning again. It's 6:31. I can't believe it's already 6:30. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm Dakota Makris. Let's head over to Cameron Aaron for a look at your forecast this morning. And Cameron, a warmer start to the day. See, I didn't say colder. It's warmer. So,
there you go. Yeah. A warmer start to this Wednesday. Current temperatures right now in those mid-70s for some people out there. Jackson sitting at 75 on this Wednesday morning, 73 in Hazard, 74 for Pikeville and over into Prestonsburg as well. Taking a look at pinpoint Doppler, we're starting to see some of those scattered showers out there, mainly in our southern and eastern counties, though, for portions of Pike County, also for portions of Wise County, Dickinson, and Buchanan counties as well. Starting to see some of those heavier showers, even some lightning there for portions of the county. Also seeing a heavier shower now over top of downtown Harlan in Harlan County. So as you're walking out the door this morning, make sure to pack the rain gear, the umbrella, the rain boots, all of that, because you may need it through the afternoon hours as well. We're already starting to see some of those showers out there, but we're going to see some more by the afternoon. Temperatures today topping out in those upper 80s to near 90 in some spots, but rain chances do continue into the weekend and next week. Dakota, I'll have more on that coming up.
All right, Cameron, thank you. A well-known Richmond couple shot and killed last week was laid to rest Tuesday. A visitation was held Monday in Belfry for Chris and Gracie Hager. That was their hometown before moving to Richmond. Their funeral was yesterday afternoon. The suspect is in jail on a $5 million bond. Thomas Burrell is due back in court on August 18th. A motive for the killings has not yet been released. Testimony was underway yesterday in the federal murder trial of Patrick Baker. Now he's charged in the 2014 death of Donald Mills. He faces life in prison if convicted. The judge has said the trial could last up to 3 weeks. Baker was previously convicted in 2017 on a state charge of reckless homicide in Mills's death, but he was pardoned in 2019 by then-Governor Matt Bevin. In Laurel County, a mobile home burned yesterday morning. The Crossroads Fire Department responded to the home on Watt Nance Road just after 6:30 Tuesday morning. Officials say the home was fully engulfed in flames. The home was a loss, but thankfully no one was injured. A Kentucky business owner is in a dispute with his local government because of a massive flagpole. John Huffman owns a self-storage business, and he just installed a flagpole that reaches 200 feet into the sky. Kenton County officials want him to bring the pole down to local zoning ordinances, which only allow it to fly 40 feet high. Huffman says he did some research, but could not find anything mentioning flagpoles. Huffman says he invested more than $160,000 into the pole. The Pike County Fiscal Court is working with the city of Coal Run for a new project to protect its neighborhoods from potential flooding. Congressman Hal Rogers and representatives from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers participated in a news conference Tuesday, sharing plans for a new flood management project. Officials say it is a series of projects that will address an old problem, something they have been working towards since the major flood of 1977.
I'm so proud to see how much progress we've made over the years. Countless families and businesses across southern and eastern Kentucky can now rest better knowing they're safe from flooding when severe storms come. And I want to thank the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
The project kicks off with the flood wall in the Coal Run community, and other projects are expected to continue in the years to come. A new family resource center is opening to make sure every family is in need is properly fed, clothed, and more, all for free. WYMT's Jordan Mullins has more on the center, what it offers to the less fortunate families in Pike County, as well as the collaboration that made it all possible.
A place to go when your family is in need.
This is the ultimate family resource center.
This is something being offered as a collaboration from the Kids Initiative, Pike County Schools Family Resource and Youth Services Center, and United Helping Hands of Pikeville.
This is just part of what we do to help homeless families and families that are in need.
Ensuring that no matter if it is a single person or a large family.
For me, when you have those families come in and they have 3 and 4 kids and you can't service them, it kind of makes you just feel a little down by not being able to help those families.
Nobody is left out, and the individual as well as the entire family gets their needs met.
By Rick opening up this place, and I have that family of 3, that family of 4 that comes in, I fill out that voucher, I send them down here, and if you look around here, it's just like shopping at the store. It's like going to the Walmart, going to the dollar store.
Whether it be clothing, shoes, toiletries, household items, food, or school supplies.
If you're truly in need, please reach out to me. Let me refer you to Mr. Rick.
The center has a little something to meet any need. In Pikeville, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, the Free Family Resource Center is located behind North Point Academy near Coal Run Village and is only available for families in need via voucher, referral, and a scheduled appointment. Those looking to eat healthier with some fresh produce and dairy in the area had a new option yesterday. The Knott County Farmers Market and the Heineman Settlement School paired up for a day of fun and, of course, fresh produce, dairy, and meat products. Not only did customers buy these items with cash, vendors also accepted food stamps as payment.
Up to $12 for fruit and vegetables, and even up to $8 for meat, eggs, and dairy. So, I mean, that made me ecstatic because it's so hard to afford. Well, it's so hard to just be able to feed yourself, and to feed yourself good food, and to feed yourself good local fresh food.
Officials there and other community members encourage the public to shop when they can. They keep an updated schedule on their Facebook page. Well, as you drive around in the next couple of weeks or months, you may start to notice bike route signage is popping up throughout the state. WYMT's Vivica Grayson attended the groundbreaking ceremony yesterday and tells us what this new project means for the biking community.
A new project is rolling its way into Kentucky, as several community and city officials are celebrating the installation of bike signages.
We're done Bell County, now we're into Knox County, and we're putting up signs today.
The signage will be placed along Route 21, also known as the Daniel Boone Bike Trail, where officials hope it will help encourage more visitors.
I think it's a good thing. It's keeping history alive, and it just creates tourism for Kentucky.
City officials were hoping to get the project started earlier, but the pandemic added an additional break in its course.
Well, it got kind of messed up with COVID, everything shut down, so they kind of forgot about the project, to tell you the truth, for about a year. And then we had to get them waked up. But it goes through a long process.
And working to help install the signs throughout several counties is contractor Shaw Evans.
We've got 347 sign locations to actually install across Kentucky, 10 counties. It's going to take a little bit because they're not all easy to install.
In hopes the signage will help encourage Kentuckians to hit the road and to bring in revenue.
The hope is that, entrepreneurial startup businesses will occur along the way to support the people coming through.
Installing something new throughout the state. In Knox County, Vivica Grayson, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, the signage will continue through 10 counties and 15 communities along the route, and completion is expected later in the fall.
Well, we're starting to see some of those scattered showers across the area, especially in our south and eastern counties. But here at the WYMT studio, this is really interesting. This camera is pointed towards the south-southeast. You can actually see the tops of some of those storms this morning back over portions of Pike County, also into portions of our Virginia counties as well. I thought that was really cool. Temperatures right now, though, are mild in the mid-70s for a lot of locations, 73 in Hazard, 74 for Pikeville this morning. Here's a look at those storms I was talking about, mainly in our southern and eastern counties. We have some heavier storms now over portions of Pike County, also just north of Norton, stretching over to Prater. There along Highway 23, we're seeing some of that heavier rain. So just be sure to take it slow out there if you're in this neck of the woods, because these storms are putting down some really heavy rain. Also a pretty hefty thunderstorm over downtown Harlan this morning along Highway 421 and Highway 119. So just be sure to give yourself plenty of time this morning, because we are looking at some of those really heavy rainfall totals that are starting to accumulate because of these really heavy storms this morning. We're going to continue to watch out for some of those as we get towards the afternoon and evening hours as well. I'll have that full forecast coming up just a little bit later, Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you, and thank you for joining us this morning. The time is now 6:40. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. Hospitals are once again being stretched thin as patients with COVID-19 continue to pour in.
Travel forecast sponsored by Big Sandy Heating and Cooling, the king of comfort.
Get in the circle.
A new network invites you into the circle, where you'll get all that country has to offer.
Contact your local cable company to get in the circle.
Join me in the circle.
Here is a special message from Pikeville RV. RVs are in demand. Unfortunately, some dealers are price gouging because of inventory. Before you buy, call Pikeville RV, 606-478-5430. Do not sign a contract until you call 606-478-5430. Drivable, fifth wheel, toy haulers, travel trailers, and pop-ups are all available, and there's more on the way. Pikeville RV.
It's time to go camping.
Each person who comes through the doors of addiction recovery care needs to feel like if they were the only one there, everyone would still be there for them.
And I'm just really excited to be that one life that Art saved. I never could imagine my life being the way it is today.
Art gave me a future of saving my life. It definitely worked for me.
It 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 worked for me.
And it can also work for you. Call Addiction Recovery Care today.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Hello, Bob Hutchison here for the Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. What if everyone going back to school could get an A? That's what you get when you shop Hutch. The A stands for approved. Get 3.9% for 72 months on 2021 Jeep Wrangler models. 3.9% financing plus $2,500 on 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee models. Remember, the A stands for approved.
Primary Care in Hazard has two huge events this Friday. The Maternity Fair from 10 to 1 and the Fun Fest from 4 to 8. Be sure to tour the new Pediatric Kids Zone while you're there.
DQ Biscuits and Gravy.
Now this is the stuff that biscuits and gravy dreams are made of. The kind of dream where home-style biscuits are served fluffy and warm. And the scent of simmering gravy made with Purnell sausage is so aromatic you can taste it. And then the dream ends with you taking a bite just to realize you're not really dreaming. You're at DQ, in your pajamas, eating the best biscuits and gravy of your life. DQ. Happy tastes good.
There's only one name when it comes to heating and cooling. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
Alrighty, welcome back. It's 6:43, and Cameron, we're dealing with some pop-up showers today. I asked him, I said, when are they going to end? He said, well, just whenever they stop popping up.
That's summer weather. That's summer weather here in the South. He said that those showers pop up, and you really don't know when they're going to end. It's after sunset sometimes. But right now, though, a really cool shot outside our front door here at WYMT. You can actually see some of the overshooting tops of those clouds there in the background from those storms that are just to our south and east. So I thought that was really cool to see that here outside our front door. And temperatures this morning are starting out pretty mild into those mid-70s for many locations. 75 for Prestonsburg and Jackson, 74 here in Pikeville, 73 in Hazard, and 72 over in London and Somerset. So a mild start to the day. Also a wet start to the day for some portions of our area, especially our Virginia counties here for portions of Wise, Dickinson, and Buchanan counties. Starting to see some of those heavier showers here, even some lightning in portions of these storms this morning. So heavy rain, definitely not out of the question as you walk out the door for your Wednesday. So be sure to pack that rain gear, the umbrella. You're going to need all that as we go into the latter half of the afternoon as well. Also, if you're going out to the bus stop, you're going to need the rain gear for that too, because we're starting to see some of those showers early this morning. Also, we're going to see some showers towards the afternoon. High temperatures today topping out in those upper 80s to near 90, and it could be a wet start to the day for your Wednesday, depending on where you're at this morning. Some of us are dry. Others are looking at those showers here on Future View as we go through the rest of the afternoon. We could start to see some of those showers out there as we go into the beginning half of the afternoon, though, starting to see some of those bubble up. But check out those temperatures, though, in the upper 80s to lower 90s, 91 in Pikeville and 90 for both Hazard and over into Jackson as well. You've seen those showers, they'll start to bubble up and then they fade away after sunset. That's basically summertime weather here in Kentucky. Also, we're launching the tropics, too. This is Tropical Storm Fred approaching landfall now over portions of Hispaniola. That's going to continue to move off towards the west-northwest at 16 miles per hour. Current winds right now sitting at 40 miles per hour, but it will begin to weaken as it goes over land because there's some really mountainous portions of the world down there. Over in Dominican Republic has really high mountains, so that really tends to weaken those storms. But as it goes back over water here just north of Cuba and just south of Florida, it will start to strengthen once again. The National Hurricane Center has Fred near Apalachicola here just towards the Monday morning area around 2 o'clock in the morning. So we still have plenty of time to watch this before it gets there. We have plenty of time to see where it's going to go. But right now, if you have plans to head down to the Gulf Coast early next week for a last-minute vacation, you might want to keep an eye on Fred because it could be moving up into that neck of the woods by around next week, especially on Monday. Up on the 7-day, though, with the weekends always in view, those rain chances do roll over into the weekend and next week as well. Those high temperatures staying warm into those upper 80s and lower 90s to end the week. Mid-80s possible by the weekend, and lower 80s could be around the corner by next week. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, the U.S. is now averaging more than 100,000 new COVID-19 cases each day, with every state reporting high or substantial community transmission. Now, this is happening as thousands of unvaccinated children return to school across the country. Nationwide, the American Academy of Pediatrics says nearly 94,000 cases were reported in children between July 29th and August 5th, but that has not stopped some states from issuing bans on mask mandates in schools. One of those states is Texas, where Dallas Public Schools has issued a mask mandate anyway.
Governor needs to run the state, and I need to run the district. And as the chief executive officer, I'm doing what I believe is in the best interest of the school district at this time.
The Biden administration continues to stress that vaccinations are the best way to control the virus, and that may soon include the U.S. military. In a memo obtained by CBS News, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin announced he would like to issue a vaccine mandate, quote, no later than mid-September or as soon as the FDA fully approves a vaccine. A recent study from the CDC highlights the importance of COVID-19 survivors needing to roll up their sleeves. The CDC suggests those who got COVID-19 in 2020 and did not get vaccinated were more than twice as likely to get reinfected in May or June of this year. That's compared with people who contracted the virus but were later fully vaccinated.
Having been previously infected is not going to give you the same level of protection as being fully vaccinated.
It is still unclear how long natural immunity lasts in those who have recovered from COVID-19, but the CDC says there is no minimum time to wait between recovery and getting vaccinated. Well, hospitals are once again being stretched thin as COVID-19 cases continue to pour in across the state of Indiana. Nearly 3 times as many people are now in the hospital with COVID compared to last month. The number of patients in the ICU quadrupled. Last week in Lafayette, Franson Health was down 18 nurses and had to close its palliative care unit because staffing was so short. Nearly 60% of 12 to 17-year-olds are unvaccinated, making them the least vaccinated of any eligible group. At the same time, COVID hospitalizations for 5 to 17-year-olds have jumped at least 84% since mid-June. With school about to begin, some teenagers are taking it upon themselves to encourage their age group to get vaccinated. COVID-19 surges are largely driven by unvaccinated Americans, but in Texas, there is growing concern that the migrant crisis might be complicating the issue. The city of McAllen, Texas, says more than 7,000 migrants who tested positive for COVID have been processed since February, including more than 1,500 just this past week. While most go straight into quarantine, local officials in Texas are growing concerned.
Initially, I didn't see it as a problem because it was under control. So I saw no correlation between the increase in COVID within our community and the immigrants because they were isolated. But now I think there's an issue because now they're going throughout. Positive or non-positive, they get picked up and they're going out, and we have no authority to stop it.
A CBS News medical expert says the COVID positive cases from across the border are relatively small and attribute this largest surge across the U.S. to the Delta variant, low vaccination rates, and rolled back restrictions. Well, the time is now 6:49. Here's a look at what you'll see on CBS This Morning, coming up at 7.
Ahead on CBS This Morning, drowning in debt. Why Americans with jobs and insurance are not safe from huge medical bills. Plus, Team USA water polo player Ashley Johnson on her gold medal performance. We'll see you at 7.
My name is Frankie Lewis. I am the owner of Frankie Lou Fashion House. I'm also a Kentucky Keys scholar, and Keys money is cool because it gives students an early opportunity to take action in financing their education.
Sunny days are here, and that means it's time to fire up the grill and enjoy the great outdoors. Now's the time to visit Jackson Propane. The professionals at Jackson Propane will assist you in setting up your new gas fireplace. You'll also want to see their great selection of Yeti products and the most exciting food preparer ever, the Big Green Egg. So stock up on propane at any area store. So many reasons to shop Jackson Propane. Call the Jackson Propane Plus nearest you or visit us on the web at jacksonpropaneplus.com.
And remember, our drivers are better looking.
As someone who resembles someone else, I appreciate that Liberty Mutual knows everyone's unique. That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
When you've been injured in a car wreck, it's important to contact an attorney right away. There is crucial evidence at the scene that needs to be gathered. Witness statements need to be collected. When we get the case, we immediately begin a thorough investigation process. Getting an early start helps us get you the results you deserve and need. If you've been injured, call me, Billy Johnson. Make it our fight.
Active and bold, courageous or dull, emotions that flow. It all starts in your gut. Naughty with pride, probiotics inside, excited, yummy zing. From A to Z, your gut is where it all begins. Start with Activia with billions of probiotics.
I was born and raised in these mountains. Taking care of the people in this region is important because they raised me. These are my friends, my family. I could have gone anywhere, but I chose to practice medicine at Pikeville Medical Center because of the comprehensive capabilities our new Heart and Vascular Institute offers. We even have multiple state-of-the-art labs dedicated exclusively to electrophysiology. We have a great heart team here at PMC. My colleague, Dr. Anthony Sierras, laid the foundation for electrophysiology at Pikeville Medical Center. He is a pioneer in our field. Every heart patient we treat here at Pikeville Medical Center is important to me, and they helped make me who I am today. I listened to my heart and came back home for one reason, so that I can take care of yours. So listen to your heart. And if something just doesn't feel right, place its care in our hands.
You're watching WYMT.
The WYMT News app offers alerts on breaking stories as they happen, customized to the categories you choose. The WYMT News app, powered by Appalachian Wireless.
Well, welcome back to Mountain News this morning. The time is 6:53. Let's get you up to date before you head out the door this morning. A mask mandate executive order for schools was signed by Governor Andy Beshear yesterday as COVID-19 cases are increasing here in the Commonwealth. The governor is requiring all individuals, regardless of their vaccination status, that includes teachers, staff, students, and visitors, to wear a face mask covering their nose and mouth when indoors in all public and private preschools, Head Start, and elementary, middle, and high schools. The State Board of Education has put a new emergency regulation in place to help deal with the newest wave of COVID-19. As part of the policy, some staff members ordered to quarantine by public health officials, medical professionals, or district employees will receive full pay and benefits while out of school. The measure is now in the hands of the governor, waiting for final approval. And the University of Kentucky is selected for its 5th COVID-19 vaccine trial, as it is now chosen to be part of the COVID-19 vaccine booster study. A virtual news conference will take place this morning to discuss the study trial, the phase 3 trial of the single-dose Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine, which enrolled nearly 1,000 Kentuckians. Some Kentucky substance abuse treatment programs are receiving $1 million each from a federal government program. Baptist Health Foundation in Corbin and Mountain Comprehensive Care Center in Prestonsburg are among the Eastern Kentucky locations that will benefit. Mountain Comprehensive Care Center in Prestonsburg, St. Clair Medical Center in Moorhead, and West Care in Kentucky in Ashcamp also received funding through this program. Let's head over to Cameron for a final look at your weather. Cameron.
Thanks, Dakota. We're currently sitting here still watching this WYMT camera because we can still see some of those clouds back into the distance, and these are associated with those heavier thunderstorms over portions of our southern and eastern counties out there. Temperatures as you walk out the door are in the mid-70s, 74 in Pikeville, 75 in Jackson, upper 60s for Middlesboro, Jonesville, and Harlan as well. But like I said, though, we are still looking at some heavier thunderstorms to start our morning, especially in our southern and eastern counties, so Pikeville down to about Norton, also over here towards Prater, starting to see some of those lightning strikes as well over our portions of our Virginia counties this morning. So be sure to take it slow if you're on the road and start to come across some of these heavier showers, because they are putting down some really heavy rainfall just towards the east of Harlan now. This shower was moving through the area. They're also starting to see some lightning there to start out your Wednesday. As we go through the rest of your day, we're going to see those showers continue to build into the afternoon and evening hours. High temperatures today topping out in those mid to upper 80s. So it's going to be a warm day out there, to say the least. And Dakota, say hello to Cooper. Thank you, Brenda, for sending this picture in. Just a really nice picture there. We do have some yellow paws out there for the dog walking forecast because of some showers that start to move through the area into the evening hours. But as we get towards 3 o'clock, it's going to be warm out there too. So it might not be the best idea to wait towards the afternoon to do that dog walking forecast. Up on the 7-day where the weekend's always in view, those rain chances do continue into Thursday and Friday. Scattered showers and storms will be possible. High temperatures, though, check those out, into the lower 90s for a lot of locations. So it's going to be hot out there. But maybe some heat relief by the time we get towards the weekend, and next week, Monday and Tuesday, we could be in the lower 90s, but those rain chances, they stick around. I'm not going to get rid of them anytime soon, Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, your local news and weather continue at 7:26, but don't forget, you can always find news and weather updates all day long on our website at WYMT.com.
Have a great Wednesday.
Where to go and what to do in Birmingham, Alabama. Personalized just for you. Find your sweet spots at alabama.travel/sweetspot.